Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I'm your host Martin, and this episode we are gonna be talking about Bitcoin. Will it hold, or will Bitcoin hold? Now, if you are catching this from live, welcome. If you're catching the replay and having suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You hit that like button and that bell. That way, you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us whenever the stream is done, join us on Discord. Links will be going out here shortly. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me tonight for this awesome stream of So Crypto. Again, hope you all having a great and awesome Saturday night. On that note, let's move on to the screen where the magic happens, and let's go check out what is happening with crypto. All right. Market cap. Well, market cap is recovering, right? We said it's a weekend. We might expect not a lot of movement. We did get a small rally, 1.37%. It's not really a lot. And it is a weekend, and we probably, if we look at the volume, we're going to see that it's probably scrappage, particularly when we look at Bitcoin, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for. Anyways, we did manage to get above that 1.84 trillion, sitting at 1.85 right now. And again, we have not yet reached that upper portion of the triangle. Andrew, how's it going, man? Thank you very much for being here. We are finding support, though, at that 1.84, and that's good, right? That could get us to where we come up to this upper portion. Maybe try to break it, then try to get above 1.92 trillion, and then 2 trillion. Good targets to try to get above, particularly 2 trillion. Getting above 2 trillion is going to be extremely good for crypto in general, right? So, what happens if we get to this upper portion and reject? Well, coming back to a 20, again, support here at 1.84, but the 20 moving average, then 1.75, then the bottom portion, right? Those will be the moves. On a rejection, we'll have to be measuring at each one, see what we're doing. But for now, we're looking for the moving up. Now, do we have things that are bearish? I think we're starting to develop some hidden divergence here. Right? Some hidden divergence here, man. So here, as you can tell, we are coming slightly higher on that a MACD, and that is still today, right? So I'm going to be a little bit hesitant here and say we got to wait. So here it's 18.87. Here was 18.78, so it's lower. And then here we're going slightly higher at 20.06. So what's going to happen? Well, if we do go down and break below that 1.84 trillion, right? 1.847, we could be looking for this to not come into play, right? Because we're going to be pulling back a bit, and then we're not going to have anything. But for now, up till now, this hour where we're at right now, being 8:15 p.m. Central Time, Mexico City, we are looking at divergence, right? At this hidden bearish divergence that could potentially put pressure on the price, right? So that's what I'm looking for right now. Now, how do I know this? Well, we could pump a little bit more and we'll still have it, right? So maybe if we go here, we'll still have it. But if we drop more, we're going to get rid of it, right? Because this is going to drop lower, and then we're no longer going to have it. So again, right now, just be cautious about the moves I'm looking at, because we are at that place where we could pump or drop, right? Again, I said that yesterday. It is the weekend. Sometimes what happens is towards Sunday's closing, we tend to drop back down to leave where we left off for the weekend. So we'll be basically coming back down to this level and then see if we run again on Monday's opening, right? So again, sometimes we do get these retraces on Sunday. So just watch out, look at the market, right? Get the feel for where it's going. That's basically what trading is, right? You have technicals, but a lot of it is experience. You just look at it and you know whether or not it's going to go or not. When you think you're seeing some stumbling areas, like right now, don't look really, really well decided. And like I said, right, we're not getting a scrubbish candle, right? This is a candle that tells us that we want to move up. But right now we're starting to get some of that rejection, starting to come back down again. So it puts us in that place. Like I said, if we pump more yesterday, remember I said this, if we pump more, we're no longer going to have this divergence. We're going to be good to run. So for Bitcoin, we no longer have this hidden bearish divergence, right? We are okay to keep moving forward, and that is pretty solid. That tells us that even on Sunday, we should still be looking for this and a potential movement, right? And on the larger move, though, right? For now, we're fine. High to low, high to low. But as soon as we get near this level, this upper portion of the triangle, right, we are going to probably start coming from a high point to a lower point and going from a low point on the MACD to a higher point, right? So more positive momentum. And that'll be telling me, yo, watch out, there's going to be bearish divergence hidden against the MACD, and watch out for a potential reversal. So again, we're not out of the woods yet. We're still within the triangle, and triangles break 50-50 either way. Gotta wait for a breakout, right? We need to get a breakout and make sure we're not getting throwback. Throwback is when you kind of break out, but you don't really define it. It looks as though it'll basically come back down to back test, but you don't back test, you just break through and then just plow through this, right? This happened to other projects that we looked at. All right, so let's go here on the 4 hour. By the way, I printed stuff on 3D. I printed stuff on 3D. It looks pretty cool. And I think you're the only one that's chatting, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to the screen real quick so I can show you. Oh, man. Someone's got batarangs. They are pretty sweet, man. They are pretty solid. I still got to sand them. A bit. This one has a lot of texture. You can tell when the light hits it, right? I'm trying to get that light hit. Yeah. This side's pretty good. And again, this was the top side. For some reason, this side was printing on supports on a raft. And it's not as smooth. I'll sand it, and then I'll paint it, and then I'll put, some nice metallics on the edges. And it's gonna make it look really freaking cool, man. Anyways, I'm starting to print bigger items. Thing I printed before that was a spider for Minecraft. So this tiny spider here. And again, what I'm trying to do is get an idea of how supports work, how easy it is to remove it, how much stringing I'm getting, and things like that. So far, this project I really like. This batarang I printed straight up. When I was taking off the plates, it broke a little bit here. And I didn't quite like it, but the weight on this one is pretty good. Now, this one printed beautifully. This one has edges even here on the side. But I had to print it flat. And now I printed it at a better time. And what I was trying to see what I didn't like is the texture I'm getting here unfinished, because I can still see those little sideways marks coming through, right? Because it printed like on a zigzag. Here it looks horrible. It looks a lot worse. So I'm trying to get this on light. Here we go. Right, so you can see it has a lot of texture. It's just gonna take a lot of sanding going through that. Now this one that printed flat, like up like this, it's very clean. You can see a few lines, but even when you touch it, it feels really smooth. So this will sand extremely fast. So I'm still playing with how I should orient things on the printer. And that is freaking awesome. Anyways, let's keep going to the markets. All right, Ethereum, let's check it, man. What is happening with Ethereum? All right, let's go on the daily. Ethereum still unable to break this area here. That's going to be a few retracement. 2,981. That is our 236 on our retrace, right? So we're unable to get above. Rejected yesterday, still managed to close green, but right now seeing pressure build. And that comes from the divergence that we had, right? We're still having it. So divergence, putting pressure on the price of Ethereum, right? Pressure on the price of Ethereum. And with that, slight movement down. Not super major, but just slight. As you can tell, she could be coming here to support 2,891. So it would not be a bad support, right? So again, good balance there. Looks as though we want to flag a little bit. Neutral at 58.73. Let's go to that 4 hour chart. I'm doing a very large sprint right now. 5 hours. Sorry, 6 point some hours. Because I rented a file, made it longer, but I think it's more stable. This from the 1 hour, I forgot to anchor it there. How do I know it's not matched with anything here at the bottom? Whatever it's matched with is just floating in the middle of nowhere, which makes no sense, right? So let's go here to the 1 hour and send this also here to the 1 hour chart. So, right. Bearish divergence, right? Moved down a bit, found that support earlier, right? Yesterday, yeah, a couple hours ago. 2,891, bounce from there. Very nice support. Like I said, we could go there. We have, and right now it just looks as though we're consolidating sideways. We did pop a bit here, creating a little bit more bearish divergence, right? And I think that's why we got that wick moving down. But the fact the market is a bit undecided, right? I think it's helping us kind of not drop with a lot of strength. And I think that's just because, Bitcoin hasn't really declared where it kind of wants to go. So it's just kind of chilling, and Ethereum's also chilling here with strong bearish divergence. Move down, again, finding support at 2,891. If we break that area, looking for support at the 20 moving average at 2,858. So those are the areas that we're targeting right now, right? Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Ethereum on the 1 hour. What is happening there? Bearishness, right? Move down, hit that 20, popped, try to go higher, and what happened there? We created more bearish. We just say is the original bearish divergence. We're not necessarily anchoring to another island, right? But on the other side, it's much better, right? So from one high point and then the new high point. Oh, where is that not working? There we go. Coming down here, right? So strong bearish against the RSI. Against the MACD, we kind of have it, but we're just going here. We're going from positive to negative. Again, we want to anchor to a positive momentum island to make sure that divergence is going to trigger. But for now, again, it did move us down below the 20. Again, came down here, found support. Still below the 20, not liking where we're at. The only thing we can go with is maybe some hidden divergence, some hidden bullish. Yeah, hidden bullish. Looking at this move, right? Hidden bullish divergence, potential for action to the upside. Here we go. Looks as though we might try to go for a rally. We shall see. Again, 20 moving average will be our target, 2,950. And we'll see where we go from there. Oh, man. Water's so good. For some reason, that just reminded me of Water Boy. Like, H2 out. Anyways, neutral at 48.18, 48.06. We dropped a bit. And again, waiting for that move. Hi, Sekmar, how's it going? Thank you very much for being here. Right on. So let's go look at something else. Again, a lot of red right now in the markets. Not strong, but we're seeing a lot of red. 1%. Like I said, we're probably looking to undo some of the gains we had on Bitcoin. Because it's a weekend, volume is just trash, right? So let's go back. Let's go back to the corn. Sorry, I super maximized that. There we go. And as you can tell, right, volume. Let's go on the daily, right? Volume for yesterday was trash, not as good as we had here, or even when we had here on Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Sunday for the market opening on the red. And like I said, we couldn't do that. Basically, to just get us to the level we were at on Monday before we rally. Could we rally here and go to that top? Yeah. Would I like to see that? Not really. I mean, I really love to run with some strength. And right now, the last thing we have is bearishness, right? So we had bearish divergence here. Our Bitcoin chart is not here. For some reason, I don't have it drawn. Did I not go to the 1 hour Bitcoin chart? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I skipped it because there's strong bearish divergence here. I think I might have skipped the 1 hour. Strong bearish divergence, potential fraction to downside, right? And we are at the 20, and it looks as though we might want to break it down. But again, on the 4 hour, remember we had bearish divergence yesterday. We managed to rally a bit more. And on that rally, again, coming here and then coming here, still on the same island, right? Where we're at, even the short term, when we go here on the RSI, we're still dropping a bit here. That's it, right? Bearish. Potential for a movement down. And that could lead us to a 20. We were looking at bearish yesterday, dropped a bit, took a pump after we found support here. I think we already looked at this. For some reason, it looks familiar, but you know, I found support at the 20, popped, bearish divergence, going down. Did I draw it on some other chart? Or did I completely miss it? So let's go here. No, I didn't. I just probably missed this one, so it's fine. Playing Bitcoin above support. We got to stay above 40,997. That is our target to be above. And then so far it's looking okay, but again, I get a bit shaky with the bearish divergence, right? We just gotta wait for the market to really move. Volume's not there for Bitcoin, so we gotta wait. Again, upper portion of the triangle is our target. If we want to keep on moving up, moving down, 40,542, right? We're at 42K, not a bad area. Ethereum rejecting very close to 2,300. We just haven't been unable to recover that target, that area, right? Even with the double bottom and the bullish divergence, we're still struggling. And that's because Bitcoin's not moving a lot. Again, the weekend, trash volume. Spinning top on Ethereum, chance that we might go down. ADA, let's check it. We're ADA at 89 cents, 89.3. So again, some bearishness. Coming down a bit, right? Again, strong. So here, hidden bearish, sorry. Potential fraction to downside. And we did take a pump, which is, again, pretty good. 6% yesterday. Can't complain for ADA. Surprised that it pumped so much when Bitcoin was struggling a bit. But, you know, it's okay. We're still below 95 cents. The last thing we had, bullish divergence, helping us rally. Hidden bearish. Put pressure on the price. Again, remember, strong bullish is usually better than hidden bearish. So we should still be looking for action to upside. It just depends on how bearish the market is feeling, whether or not this bearish divergence is going to still move us down. Neutral 52.10. Yeah, still no crypto dingo, man. Still no crypto dingo. And look at this move, right? We were looking for divergence. We no longer have it. I think we're going slightly higher. I'm actually going to zoom in. Let's go here and look, and we can tell that from the top here to here we do have a little bit of a larger move. So no longer do we have bearish divergence on ADA on the 4 hours. So clear to run. Although it's looking as though we want to do a reversal. Not yet confirmed, right? We haven't dropped a lot. We should start flagging after this move up, right? So here we flag, found support at the 20, popping, right? No bearish divergence. Bought at 66.99, not overbought. Nothing bearish here to tell us that we're going to move down. So again, flagging. If we do drop, 20 moving average might play as support at 85.6 cents on our chart. Bearish divergence moving down to a 20, popping just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? And we are trying to come higher, and I'm going to have to zoom in here and say, yo, I'm actually going to measure 0.003, 0.003. All right, cool. What this tells us is that we're creating a weak divergence, weak bearish divergence for potential moving down, right? And that's already coming into play, and we are testing support at the 20 moving average. So, all right, the move that would have called for where we have streamed this earlier would have been the 20. Again, you guys know that if there's no other support before, or the 20 is our main support if there's no other supports above there, right? So 20 moving average, we're hitting it, rejecting lower prices right now. It just looks as though we might want to move sideways still, but there's some hidden bullish starting to build. And that hidden bullish could provide support at the 20 moving average, right? Is it going to be strong enough to get us above this target? Maybe not, but if we fail to get above 91 cents, could be looking for a farther drop down, maybe some triangle consolidation until we get another move. But congrats if you're holding ADA. It's kind of rallying a bit, so not too bad for ADA. Again, not too bad. Here on the RSI, we also have this hidden divergence here. It's barely there, but it's there. Neutral at 55.09. Let's back to the corner real quick. 1,900. So we're below that 42 here. Remember what I said? We might undo this candle. Looks as though we would do want to move down. I think the next if we get the next couple of nations in, I think they're gonna go for me to buy a STL of a helmet so I can print it out. I'm starting to enjoy this 3D printing thing, man. It's pretty wild. So it's pretty cool. Printed a Batarang. It looks really freaking nice. I actually printed two. One of them I liked the weight, I didn't like the shape. The second one I liked the shape, I didn't like the weight. It's kind of weird because it's gonna be a display piece, but you know, one of them you grab it, it has some heft to it. This one you grab it, it's pretty freaking soft, so it just feels not cheap but really light, like not something you could throw. But the Batarang is pretty freaking awesome, dude. I really enjoy printing it. It's a good experience. Again, have to deal with you know, some rough edges inside, so maybe some adjustments I have to do on the printer. But starting to build larger pieces, and again, getting some confidence in this 3D printing world, which is pretty wild. It's freaking awesome. Right on. So, May chicken egg. What's up, May? Actually, that would be a pretty freaking cool centerpiece here for the chest. I should just wear it like as a as a hanging thing. Like when I'm not wearing a Batman shirt, just wear this. Be like, oh, I'm Batman. That's freaking cool. Weirded out. The printer moved and made a sound I hadn't heard before. That was pretty wild. Right, so again, not a lot going on, right? Again, chilling, waiting for the move. Like we said, volume on the weekend's gonna be scrubbish. If we pump, if we drop, it's not gonna be a lot of punch behind it, and that's what we're seeing, right? Not a lot of volume here, not a lot of volume today. Starting to undo the gains from yesterday. Not be worried if we undo them before Sunday closes, and then we can open Monday and see where the market wants to go for the week, right? So, on that note, what else you guys want to look at? False flags. What is up, my friend? I haven't seen you in the longest time, dude. I'll play this sound for you, man, just because I haven't seen you in the longest time. I hope you're doing good, man. I've seen a lot of your art you've been posting on Twitter. I hope you're doing good, man. You know, I was hanging out with you and at least listening to you. And the guys from, what was that project? Weird People. The other day was interesting. Not really participated a lot in that community, but NFTs are still a weird thing to me. I mean, I like that I made money off some, but it's still something I'm grasping, I guess, to some extent. It's like there's so many NFT projects out there. So many NFT projects out there, man, that it's kind of weird to pick a winning horse because there's probably so many of them that are not going to make it. Right? It's like everyone started making NFTs. That's a hot thing. It's like when crypto, right? And a lot of ICOs. That's how I see NFTs right now. It's a lot of weird projects coming out. Some are nice. Some are weird. Some of them just look like they get rock pulled. So it's like, do I want to mint one of this coin or one of these tokens, right? Or one of these NFTs? It's just, I'm still grasping that. And I think it's something I got to jump on and at least buy some projects. I think it's just like, there's so many out there. It's kind of weird. Check out Nico's and Aria. All right. It's kind of cool. We'll check them out. Music artist? How does that work? Like, if I buy it, would I own this song? Or I'm not sure, but let me know. Let me know how that works. I'm intrigued, particularly with music. I know NFTs do have a use, right? And I can see it being worked, for the title of your car, or the deeds to the house, or something that entitles you to some physical good in the world. I think that would be an awesome use for NFTs. Just a whole, digital art piece. Still struggling with that. I know, companies like card companies, Tops, maybe not Tops, but Upper Deck or whatever. They're all getting into some NFT type of thing, and they're all the NBA is getting on that as well. A lot of players are getting into that as well. And those moments of when they're dunking it or whatever. Yes, you own it as an NFT. Yes, it entitles you to something, but in the end, it's like, how much is that really worth? All right, so it's like, yeah, if you get the the 100 or the 1,000 out of 1,000, it's not gonna be as good as the 1 of 1,000. So there's a lot of things that go into NFTs, right? What the minting number you got for that piece, how many are there available in the market, things like that. So it's like, yeah, man, and I guess it's the same with physical cards, physical goods, physical player cards, I guess. And it's just, I wish that at least it would entitle you to go to any store anywhere and you'll be able to claim that card, and then you probably have to get your ticket punched, sort of say your NFT card punched. So that means you've claimed it and you own the physical good of it. That would be freaking awesome. Tricia West, what's up, my friend? Thank you very much for being here. I think that'll be a pretty good value, right? Like you go to any Upper Deck store or trading card store and be like, yo man, I have this card, it's worth this. Just give me that physical card and you own it, right? Like a piece of art, right? Like imagine you have the title to a Picasso, but you now are actually entitled to hold, place in your house, and when you sell it, you just transfer that token as well. That'll be kind of cool, right? And you're able to claim it once, and then whoever holds it, that just has it on a physical level as well. You have to surrender that physical good as long as a token giving you the title to that good. I mean, that I could see that replacing grading, right, to some extent. Because a lot of people get their cards graded, get their comics book graded by the CCG or whatever these grading companies are. So I could also see that, right? You surrender your card, they'll encase it, you'll give them the token, they'll send it back to you, and the token will have how well the it's held up, the corners are good, the color is good, whatever, and enclosed with the value on it. And when you sell it, you have to give that token out. I mean, that would be a freaking awesome use of NFTs. Music, I can see it working as well, right? Independent artists wanted to sell the music without going through a house, a music house, like Sony, BGM, or whoever is out there doing music, and I would see that happening. But then again, those houses do have a benefit. They have a lot of contacts, and they can get you on radios, and they can get you sponsorships, and they can get you into concerts, and they do a lot of management as well. So I think besides just selling the record and printing it or whatever, Yes, it's kind of nice you can sell it, but I think they also do a lot of, pushing and promotion that you're not going to get out there on your own. So for musicians, maybe it's a necessary evil, but having this, music houses being behind him and helping him grow and pushing for their success, it's probably also really good. I do get that it gives independent artists a way to be discovered, and maybe a different way to be discovered, but I think at some point in time they're gonna have to go to traditional houses, at least for the short term, right? Because the fact that you listen to all these songs, they've been recorded, mastered, and whatever. A lot of the artists don't have the money to be able to get a studio for recording, and yes, they might have some good tracks, but putting it on an NFT a good idea? Probably. I think it will be, and I think it is. How much would they get on resales? Because that's another one, right? That if I buy a CD, or an MP3 on iTunes or whatever, however you want to purchase your music, or an LP if you're a DJ, you would resell it to someone else, but the artist gets no kickback. And at least with NFTs, they do get some kickback, and I think that's pretty awesome. I think it's one of the benefits of NFTs as well for artists. But again, you're not going through the music house. You're not getting that, promotion. You're not getting that, getting in your face, get it out there and make you grow really fast. I mean, it could give you some independence later on once you're discovered and you don't have to go through the music houses, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how NFTs will be going, right? I think it's super new technology still, and still to be determined how they're going to end up shaping the industries that they could play in, right? Like video games, again, we've talked about that one before. Having the ownership of, like a legendary item you can later sell. That'll be freaking awesome, right? You're able to sell it. You're probably not getting a kickback from reselling after that, but at least you're able to, get your item, sell it in an auction or whatever, and get some real money back, or at least a token. And look at that, Bitcoin undoing yesterday gains, just like that when we were live, right? And we talked about this yesterday again. If it pumps, might not be strong, might pull back down. Weekend's not super good for volume, and we are just seeing that right now. So, guys, what else you guys want to look at? Let me know. Let me know what assets you guys are interested in me reviewing and checking out. And we will check them out. I like how it's super chatty tonight. I don't know if a lot of the sounds lately. Get some sounds going on out there. Get people to laugh. Amay says, Hive. Alright. Is Hive doing any good, Amay? Alright, on the daily. Oh man, can you see that consolidation? How we just going down? It looks like a large downsloping triangle, right? So you can draw that straight line like that. Might just be a kind of downsloping triangle, but ooh, are we breaking this? Are we gonna go with this? Are we having a breakout moment? We could also say it's sort of symmetrical if we go with the bottoms, right? Then we'll be anchoring here, and then here. And then we're starting to break out again. We should be going for a measure move. The thing is, are we gonna go with the bottoms? And what I'm gonna do right now is just to get an idea and see if we're breaking out if we go with the wicks. We had a wick breakout, right? But we're not doing a lot more after that. So I'm gonna adjust this to here. And on the fact that we're not bumping and running with a lot of volume or with a lot of strength, I might just want to consider this consolidation and consider the wicks for the analysis, right? So I'm gonna just adjust that one to there. That's being touched. That's sort of being touched. I'll just make sure it's touching, and there we go. It's not quite. It is a symmetrical triangle to some extent because it's not flat line in the bottom. But it's not the best looking symmetrical triangle, right? So let's go from the bottom here and just run to the top here and see where we could go. In a break to the upside, 150 would be a good target if we were to break today, and then move to the downside. 23 cents. That is a big drop, man. That is a sizable drop for the Hive, right? We do have another Hive chart. Ooh, this one has more data. We're looking for something bearish, so we're gonna go with this chart. Right, so we're looking for bearishness. Drop it down on that. We haven't looked at Hive since, at least not on the daily, or nothing that we could chart on the daily, we should say, right? And get that straightened out. And then I think we're looking at something like this, but here we have that weird breakout to the downside. Here we didn't have it. So again, different charts, different data points, right? Two Hive charts with two different points. Here we don't have that breakout to the upside like we did here on this chart. Right? So different charts, different points. That's why it's important that sometimes we look at different charts just so we get an idea that what we're looking at is what is really there, and we're not just, you know, saying something and then maybe it's just on that one exchange and we're not getting wrecked. That's why also on Bitcoin I tend to look at a couple. Ethereum, I think if Bitcoin, it kind of matches up with Bitcoin, it should be more or less good. Right here, it wouldn't be weird because Bitcoin, we know, it's also trading within a triangle, so probably seeing some of that here as well. Again, bearish divergence, strong within the island, and then from the previous island we don't have it, right? So within the island we're going here. So let's adjust here to the 4 hour. Look at this here in the yellow. There we go, right? Bearish, moving down, going for that 20. Neutral at 54.87. So again, moving down, finding support, not looking too bad. 1 hour. Coming up higher. Coming down lower. Bearish divergence strong. Oh, now it starts to look worse because here we had it, right? We went down, found support at the 20. That's kind of good. But on the shorter term, right, on that 1 hour, you can see where we're anchoring it from. And I'm just going to shift it here. We're anchoring from here to here. So again, we have more divergence that's building up. And then we could be looking for that break on the 1 hour, right? Here it wasn't bad because we're trying to reject, and it would be nice if we kind of held and bounced. But here in the 1 hour, having this one and breaking below at 20, not necessarily the best. Now, there is hidden divergence, and that could lead us to where we try to rally. And on that rally, go for that 20 moving average. And that'll be the move that I will be looking for here on this chart. What's up, Jake? And we're sitting in neutral at 44.80. So again, hidden bullish. It has strong bearish moving down, hidden bullish. It's trying to hold right now. We should either move sideways or go for the 20. I would really like to see a move to that 20 moving average, 92.42 cents. But Hive not looking super bad. And at least that hidden divergence is going to try to get us to hold. And I think that's what we're seeing here. That holding and on the 4 hour, although we don't have it here on the 4 hour, right? But the fact that we're rejecting that 20 comes from this hidden divergence, right? Helping it like kind of hold and bounce a bit because we still have about 14 minutes left on the candle, right? Jake says, took a nap. Pretty good. Haven't taken a nap. I feel really tired actually. It's been one of those long days today, but not bad, not bad. I am having fun. And it's awesome, dude. I've been 3D printing. I went out for lunch with the family. It was pretty good. Came back, found out my print didn't fail, and I was super happy with it. Ready to print it up a battery. That's pretty cool. Again, learn stuff from it. So there's stuff I need to do for this to make it look nicer. This side is really nice. This side, not so much. But this one was the one that printed down, and it had like raft supports. I'm not sure because I didn't print it on the bed. Maybe I had that. But the raft supports did help with, you know, removing it and making it really, really nice and sticking, not sticking issues, but really, really nice. Amaze posted something that I might look at, I guess. So what is this? It says Peppy Pals are going to be releasing on 420. I don't know, I don't want to make it like the size of the screen. I need to make it smaller. It says Peppy Pals, artists, start thinking about working on a mint. Your current project. If you know any artists from previous XCP counterparty projects, please tag your favorite. And then there's a hand shaking and a coin that spins and says Peppy Pals. right, so PP pals. All right, cool. PP, I got what you did there. It's pretty good, and already people are starting to tweet it or whatever, so let's like it and retweet. All right, I'll just say it looks like a good project. Let's see it. Let's send that out there. Yeah, you animated the logo. That's pretty good, man. Batman stuff was some of the first stuff you printed too. Well, the thing is, I'm starting to like get into larger prints, and I'm testing how the printer works. Like this one, I printed straight up, and when I removed it from the supports, like this part here cracked, so it doesn't have a sharp edge. This one's sharper. I like how it looks here. Like, you know, there are some lines you can tell, particularly when it hits the light, but it's soft. It's not like, you know, they're not like super hard ridges, and it's on both sides. So I kind of like the way it looks when I print it like this. But I like, since the tips are so small and they're printed on supports, there's a really good chance that when you're removing the support, you crack that wing. So printed it, you know, like downwards looks pretty good, right? And again, like I said, this would look pretty good on a chest piece, on like a shirt, right? Like, you know, hanging somewhere like this, be like, I'm Batman all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna sand it. I'm gonna, you know, hit it with I'm gonna sand it really well. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna hit it with a spray paint, matte black. I think is gonna be pretty solid. And then I'm just gonna paint the edges with silver. And then I'm just gonna have to, you know, put a top coat over it or something, and hopefully it will be good looking Batarang. It comes with a base, and I'm printing the base right now. It's gonna be an 8-hour job, I think, 6 or 8 hour job. I think it's 6 hours. But the thing about the base is, I want to see it's a bigger build. I'm also gonna have to sand it. I'm gonna have to paint it to make it match. You know, I'm starting to play with all these things that I've never done before, and that is pretty freaking cool, to be honest. I'm really, really excited about this because, you know, now I'm building slightly bigger things. And then I do want to get to the point where I can actually build a mask. There's some dude that has really, really cool masks. Like, I would love to do a stream on this cowl someday. I think I have to measure my head, but if I can get this Daredevil cowl on and just wear it in the stream, that's going to be freaking wild, right? Be like, I'm Daredevil. Pinning is probably going to be a good issue. Like, this is completely flat. Here's some texture here, flat line here. So probably a lot of sanding involved. I know for a fact that the size of the printer I have might not be enough for me to fit this. So I'm going to have to probably cut it into pieces. But I'm finding all these little things that I'm like, oh, I could probably print that and wear it on stream. Kind of thing. So, yeah, might be, you know, cool. Have Daredevil doing TA, or have Deadpool do TA, you know, things like that. That's why I said next couple of donos I get, we'll be going to purchasing some of these files so I could print them out. It's gonna be pretty wild. And then I also noticed that, you know, when you 3D print, you end up making a lot of little plastic waste. And also this PLA, which is supposed to be, you know, compostable or whatever. It kind of sucks because you're like, wow, I'm wasting a lot of filament. You know, little by little, it'll add up. And at some point in time, you know, after maybe like 100 prints, you probably wasted a spool on supports and things like that. You didn't see the supports for this, but like the raft, it was about a little bit larger than this footprint, and like 3 or 4 things thick. And then the supports that hit the angles where, you know, you're gonna have overhang and it could fall, also creates a lot of waste. So, you know, if I weighted that from the print and the supports, it'll probably be quite a sizable portion that will just keep adding up over time, right? So, you know, it's kind of like, oh man, I really wish there was a way to print without generating so much waste. I like how that logo got animated, Jake. It looks pretty good, man. The little spinning hand shaking thing. Anyways, it's fun being here, guys. I love doing this. This is an awesome project. This, so crypto, right? Not 3D printing. 3D printing is like a side project. One of my buddies is an architect. He already, I showed him the print. And he's like, "Oh, cool. Maybe we can hire you to print some like some shared prints of the buildings." And I was like, "Well, yeah, that'll be awesome if I could get that gig and just print stuff for like architects. That'll be pretty good. I know it's calibrated to a really good amount. The calipers I was using, they are just 1 decimal. I got new calipers that are 2 decimals, and I'm off by very little, man. Like it's like 2.02, so like 0.02 fraction of a decimal that's off, but it's pretty good, man. Oh, you had to remove the hand. Why did you remove them? I think it looked good when it was spinning. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered. I mean, yeah, it kind of helps you see that it's a different one, but I think it would have mattered. Did you flip the colors also? I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to find that tweet from Amay here and open it up again. I might give you an observation. I'm not sure if you did it or not, but all right. So that's the oh, you did. Cool. Oh no, you didn't. All right. Or did you? I'm not sure. No. So see how this hand here is light and then this one's darker? It'll be nice if this one was darker and then the other one's the light, because when you look at a handshake, you go like this. That's a hand, but when you look at it the other way, right? Then you're looking at this hand and then these fingers. So if you flip colors on the backside, it would really sell that illusion that, this hand is showing, the fingers coming here and then something like opposite, I guess. You might have to play around with it, but that would be a pretty cool effect to see, right? Like the colors opposing. That'll be kind of cool. I'm not sure if that's gonna be, good or bad, but at least this hand will not be the same way in the same color, right? Because then this hand, when it flips, this hand should be mirror. First of all, the image should be mirror so that this hand, you can see the backside of this hand, right? This hand, see the backside coming in here like that, right? So mirror it and switch colors, and I think it will really sell that illusion that is a real handshake going on there. I'm not sure, Jake, but I was just looking at that. Someone wasn't happy unless the words were removed. I was thinking, like, to sell that illusion a little bit more, it would be really cool. I know I already made this. It looks really good. But I was just saying, if you do that small change, I know it's mirrored, but, unmirror it then. Because this hand is the same hand. It's pointing the same way. It's like if you're here, and then when you flip the hand, you're not going to get to see the inside, right? Because this hand would be like this. Like, if you're giving a handshake like this, when you flip in, the other hand should be coming in like this, right? You should see this hand in this color, and then when it goes like this is this. So, that's probably what I was talking about. I'm not sure if I'm getting the idea through the explanation I'm doing, but, trying to figure out how to show it off with something here. That might be easy, right? So if you have this pens going like this, that's a handshake, right? So when you flip it, right, then this whole pen, the gray portion of this Sharpie is in front, and then this one would just be the fingers basically coming in, I guess. So yeah, something like that. It looks really good though. Looks really, really good. I liked it since I saw it the other day. Oh, there are my notifications. People like something. Let's go check it. Ooh. Maybe Paul's like my comment. I know. It's all good. We're not doing that bad. Jake just wants me to move on. He's like, move on. Come on. I know. It's all good. It's all good. Guys, I think I'm going to be signing off here soon. So, thank you very much for joining, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like, the bell, and the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have gone out. Pinned at the top of the chat on YouTube. I hope you all enjoy the content here we produce at So Crypto. I have a lot of fun being here. I have a lot of fun doing this. I have a lot of fun talking with you guys and hanging out in person whenever we get those chances like we did last weekend. So, just remember that all the information that we provide here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We are just discussing ideas. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So, think that's the command that we set up for this. See if I can get that bot to pop the thanks message. Is it? Nightbot, come on. I might have, I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. I need to update that message. It says 9 p.m. Right now it's 9 p.m. I guess. For a lot of you guys. Jake, are you going to stream? Are you going to stream? Should I send people over? Or, let me know. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Jake streams every now and then. I think he's been a little bit busy lately, but I don't think I have one for Discord because Discord changes every night. So, yeah. No, cute wicked. All right, cool. So Jake's not gonna be streaming. He streams every now and then. He just talks about crypto topics in general. Guys, thank you very much for watching again. That's gonna be it for tonight. I really enjoy being here. Thank you all for being part of this awesome community and joining me tonight. On that note, I'll be catching you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto, right? Until then.